Hello everyone, this is Marshall Gidler bringing you the morning comment for September 23rd. The dollar's really on a winning streak. The DXY index, which measures the dollar's value against a basket of 6 currencies, has been up for 10 consecutive weeks. This is the first time since the dollar was floated in 1971 that that's happened, according to my former colleagues at Deutsche Bank. But looking at what happened after similar winning streaks, all we can tell is that the dollar will either go up or down from here, which is not particularly useful information for forecasting. I prefer to look forward, and looking at the fundamentals, I think the dollar is still at the beginning of a new long-term upcycle. This is because of the well-known divergence in macroeconomic performance and therefore monetary policy between the US and other major economies. Comments yesterday by ECB President Draghi on the one hand, and New York Fed President Dudley and Minnesota Fed President Lakota highlighted this difference. From what they said, the risk in the Eurozone is that policy may have to be loosened further, while the risk in the US is that policy may be tightened too early. As for today's data, it's PMI day today. Many of the PMIs for September will be announced. During the Asian morning, China's preliminary HSBC manufacturing PMI unexpectedly rose a bit, rather than falling to the 50 line as was expected. The Aussie and copper rallied on the news, although Aussie dollar remains lower than Monday's opening European levels. I don't think the recent modest stimulus in China is enough to prevent the economy from slowing further, and I remain bearish on the Australian dollar. The PMIs will take center stage during the European day as well. Germany and the Eurozone's preliminary PMIs are expected to show a further slowdown in both manufacturing and the service sector, which would highlight the deterioration in the Eurozone economy. They could therefore be Euro negative. Later in the day, we get the U.S. preliminary market manufacturing PMI and also the Richmond Fed Manufacturing Index for September. In Canada, retail sales for July are coming out. As for the speakers, we have Kansas Fed President Esther George speaking today. She's one of the more hawkish members of the FOMC and should make an interesting contrast to the dovish speech overnight by Mr. Lakota, who, by the way, also speaks again today. For more information, including technical analysis, please read the full comment on IronFX.com. You can also follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, or circle us on Google+ to get more trading ideas. This is Marshall Gidler, head of Global FX Strategy at IronFX Global, wishing you solid trading.